Hey, family. So I don't know who this message is for, but what I want to say is that God will meet you exactly where you are. Meaning, I'm going to give you a little quick story. So I started my bakery business, and I do it, as a passion. But God was kind of calling me and telling me like, "Hey, this is, you've been wanting to do this since you were a kid. This is what you've always loved." And what I noticed is that whenever I am baking, God is actually speaking to me like while I'm doing it. And it's like he gives me ideas of things he wants me to speak about. I can hear him very loud, like clearly, clearly. And I used to confuse God's voice with my own thoughts. But when God started having me this, God one day told me, this person, I'm gonna tell you about this story. So this person basically had lied on me, had told the whole family or their family I was this person. I was this, that, whatever. All of, in the third. And so I'm gonna just tell y'all how I am. I literally will make when I was pregnant and I was at home trying to get ready to have my I think my second baby or my third baby, I don't know. I literally packed up like I want to say about 80 lunches. And I had my husband to pack them up to help me go and pass out lunches to homeless people. Um, and I'm like, I do stuff like that all the time. And it's sometimes I know that it's unsafe, it's not safe, but that's the kind of heart that I have. I literally will see people on the side of the road working and I'll just buy them lunch and give it to them. That's how I am. And so when I told y'all this person lied on me, said that I was this, I was that, you know, they would send me things to try to get a reaction out of me and then use whatever the reaction is. Don't show what they did or don't tell what they have done to me. And they would use that reaction to paint a picture of the person, the type of person that I was. And so I'm over here, 13, I'm 14, 15, 16, young girl, just young kid. And so they have like painted this whole narrative of who I am. I'm now 34. And y'all had somebody to paint a narrative, but then when it comes to the places that God has moved you from, and they seen you live in the hood when you were younger, and then God moves you to an affluent neighborhood, um, to where you and your family basically have everything around, like literally everything, ice skating rinks, malls, just just nothing but nature, nothing but trees. They won't even let us cut the trees down. And you be able to have the things that they actually lost themselves. But then these people, same people, come back around, want to come back around, want to use, different people around you to say that they have changed, or, to plead as if they're innocent, you know. And so what I want to say is, whatever it is, God will meet you where you are. And what he told me, is to let these people go. Let these people go, let the things go, let the thoughts go, let what they did to you go. And what I want you to know is that it doesn't matter what they did. Mm-mm. Because of who your father is. It doesn't matter what they did because of who your father is. So let it go. Just let it go. And I know it may piss you off every time you see him, but get to a place to where you ask God for the peace, ask God for the wisdom, ask God for the knowledge, ask him to bring people forth. I literally, okay, yeah, that was not the story, by the way. I'm just gonna be honest. But the real story is this: he will meet you where you are, and God has met me in the middle of a Goodwill store. and told me, hey, I want your cupcakes downtown. He has had people to, he speaks through people, like literally speaks through people. He, when I say he will send an angel in a heartbeat for you, you won't even know. You, one angel, I was walking in the mall, and this is after the doctors told me, they were like, hey, you know, we know you had the stroke and all that, but you may also have, what was it, stage 2 kidney failure. And so my husband, he kind of panicked. He went and bought me a $700 treadmill the same day and was like, no, she's okay. She's going to walk, to help with her kidneys. She's going to drink water. And so he was like, because this is how, a relative of his passed away. And so I remember me and him was walking, and we would do our little dates in the mall where we would walk and we would ask each other questions, um, and like just kind of conversation starters. And I remember this one lady walked up to me, and I swear when God sent an angel, they don't look like an angel. They look like regular people. Because how else is he gonna speak to you? But this one lady, she just walked up to me, didn't even know I was in the mall, just like working out or just trying to walk. And she walked up to me and she was like, she stopped and she touched my arm and she was like, I'm so proud of you. And I looked at my husband like, what is she talking about? Like, y'all, that's how God, like, y'all, sometimes I almost burst into tears because he will send me, I'll be listening to a video, and the one video, like yesterday, I was listening to one video, and the video was talking about, yeah, there was this lady, she had a baking business. She wanted to start a baking business, but she was afraid to quit her job. She had her kids, she had her family, so she was afraid to quit her job. That was the first video. I went to a whole nother channel. This, why the same? I went to a whole nother channel. Like literally, I haven't watched this channel in so long, and it was a motivational channel. I shared part of the quotes with y'all. Why did this video say the exact same thing? There was a woman who had a baking idea. She was wanting to start her own home bakery, like, and she had to trust herself. So God will literally speak to you through people, through all kinds of things, media, songs. There will be just different things that you'll think of just out of the blue. God will remind you. I noticed too, even when you do things that you're not supposed to do, He will also remind you of those things, and He will remind you of the peace that you need to kind of create between you and that person. If you may have offended somebody or you may have said something that wasn't nice, He's gonna bring up those memories for you. They're not for you just to be like, dang, I really did something real wrong today. I really did the bad. No, it's for you to actually make peace with those people and with those situations when He brings that up to you. So again, God will meet you where you are. I hope that this message was helpful to someone. um, if y'all would just, leave a little message below if it was helpful. Please share the message. Please like the message. They have this new thing called hype, which I'm a little new to, but just whatever y'all feel led to do. But I want to thank you all for watching, and I will see you on the next one.